Afternoon, Bishop Dr. Carla Dunbar here. This is Love Online, coming to you from Carla Dunbar Ministries International. Of course, we are talking about relationships. It's what we do on Love Online, right? And very interesting topic, I think, for you today. So I'm waiting on you to come on, give you a few minutes. Why not share? I'm doing the same thing. I'm sharing. So why not share? Right? So we are live right now. Waiting on you to come on. Waiting on you to come on. Waiting on you to come on. We're not going to be very long either. Things to do. Hey, how you doing, Valdo? Hi, Nadine. How you doing? Hi, Courtney. How on? Yeah, we're here, and yeah, again we're going to relationships, right? So, waiting on you to share. Just share the link, please. Tell everybody Love Online is on, and I'm going to try to see how we can navigate today to talk about relationship roles. That's what we're going to talk about today, relationship roles, right? Yeah, that's okay. It's not going to stand up. That's okay. Yeah, relationship roles. Hold on, let me fix this. This is not, yeah, good. There you go. Relationship roles. That's what we're going to be talking about today. So tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that we are on. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that we're on right now. Yeah. All right. So what did I say we're talking about today? Hi, Carrie. How you doing? Hey, hold on, hold on, hold on. I am here on a premature one. I come and tell you, say, but I'm holding on. Yeah. Have to feed the sheep, right? So I'm feeding the sheep. I'm feeding the sheep. We're talking about relationship roles today, defining roles in relationship, because that's one of the challenges that I think I see quite often. Yeah. So Love Online it is, right? I trust and hope that you're all good today. Hey, when you do Altia, don't ask me no aid up me. You could even bring piece of sweet something. Come give me, may I talk out a business right here, so because I'm not able to come out as often as I was before. I still eat banana bread and sweet stuff here, Altia. Yeah. I know I don't look like how I feel. I'm thanking God that He beautifies the meek with salvation, and so I look good even though I'm in pain. I look good. Right? Don't worry about it. God give me the grace. So we're going to talk about relationship roles today. You don't know, so relationships are critically important, right? They're important to God as much as they are important to us. Yes, relationship roles says yes, right? So I want to look at whether or not the roles have changed, who does what, and how can we divide the labor so that we support each other in the relationship. That's what we're talking about, right? And the importance too. When I do premarital counseling, I that's one of the sessions that we do. We look at roles and functions in the relationship because that is so important because I mean relationship roles have changed over time. No longer is a woman at home filing her fingernail, cooking the food, washing the clothes alone. Because a woman now most of the time we are out at work as I am right now, right? So yeah, roles change over time, and there are some men who stay home, right? So it change in that sense. It also changes that both persons can be out working, right? But what defining the roles does is that it helps to clarify each partner's responsibility and also clarifies expectation, right? Yeah, because that's one of the things we have to find out. People enter into relationship without naming the expectation, and then they start to take offense, and then they are upset. I look like fresh vegetable for true, Sheena. Oh God, if you ever know. If you just know, Lady Angelita, I would have to tell her what she said when she come in here a while ago. Because I am telling you, it is God. I always never look like how I feel. But I tried. More about it, yeah. So we don't define our roles. We don't talk about expectations in our relationships. And so when people start doing the contrary to what we expect, which is not stated, then we get upset because they're not doing what they don't know. Them come with for them own set up things from whatever, wherever they are coming from, whatever they learn, whatever they value, whatever they think ought to be. And so they come into the relationship with it. And because we never bother to talk about it because it must seem important, because of course you're supposed to know what to do. That's what we think. People are supposed to know what to do, right? Not flash them nails are too much in the car, them want to. Didi Kerry looking forward to see you on Friday morning. Because you know I miss the pain girl have to look good, right? Yeah, we have to look good. So hey, yes. So yeah, like I said, it helps to clarify the responsibilities and the expectation. It also helps to eliminate misunderstandings, man, and conflicts and resentment, because offense is always taken, it's not given. It is generally taken in relationship. I take offense to whatever you do, right? And then you do that. Now, I wrote down something because I think there are some what I call unconscious roles. Like you're not really conscious of them, but you just have to do them. You just have to go with the flow and you just have to do them. So I'd written this down that there are some unconscious roles like the planner. Like you just automatically just plan everything because he or she not plan nothing. You are the one, you're the navigator. You just always navigate everything. You just have I go through and I do so and I do so and I do so. When I drop the catch down, I feel look good. That is what I'm saying. Right? Then the money manager. You just find yourself automatically, unconsciously just doing these things. You are the one who's always going to the shop, the supermarket, buying the clothes. You are the caregiver. You are the cook. So, and this is not gender specific because I know men who do these things as well. So I'm not being gender specific, but I know that majority of what I just named as unconscious roles are roles that females play a lot of the time, because it is said, Sir Tesaro, no offense to you, and Ralston is on. Oh, you're the Ralston. Me likes the man them. Look here, tell all of the man them for come and love all of the man. I'll tell you, actually, me can't come, understand what's going right here. So with the pain and the something, for drive come up that hill up on the road there, me can't go manage it. Carry the cake come give me. Right? So yeah, no offense to the men them, but a lot of the times when they're laid back are not as active as us. That's something I'm going to talk about in another session, right? But yes, so most of the time, women, because we don't like sit still and there's never a moment that we have nothing to do and we're always thinking about the next move. So we jump on this stuff and we start doing them. Sometimes we're not going to a chance to do them too, still. No, tell you, sometimes we don't give them a chance. Yesterday I had to tell a client, I said, give the man a chance to do something. No? Why you feel like you must do everything? As some grow, some can. No. No matter if I saw you grow. You were grown in a matriarchal home where the female them take charge, you don't have to come and do the same thing. Change the script. Because the man them need to do something, you have to left something for them do. You have to make them do it all when they do for suit you, still allow them to do it. Hi, how you doing, Crystal? So yes, right? So we have to define the roles. Who does what in the relationship? Don't assume that because I am the female, I will always cook or I will always wash Or don't assume that because I'm the man, I am the only person who is the breadwinner. I know God created men to be providers. So that's very clear. We are supposed to be nurturers, but we don't know so God something gets slip up long time because we slip it up, right? So it not working in the divine order like it's supposed to be. It out of whack, out of sync. Woman a cook, man a cook. By the way, you know in the Bible story, it was the men who were the great cooks. That's why Jacob did send Isaac did send him son. Yeah? Right? Go get the food. Because a man used to cook, you know. I don't know when it flip around pan we woman and we wanna cook now. But yeah. Men were teachers back in the day in the Bible. It was the men who got the instructions to teach. And men will do them something here, you know. We were just nurturers. We were supposed to look cute long time. Sit down and look cute and look good. May I balance out the role? May I balance it out, right? May I balancing it out, right? But I'm just saying, premisely, that these are the things that men used to do. It's just that we have drawn or we have inferred our own inflections in the scriptures and decided that this is what woman do, this is what man do. But we are partners in a relationship. We are partners, and yes, there are some things that I don't want Elder to do. I don't want to see my wash. I don't really want to see my iron. I don't really want to see my cook. I don't want him to see my do nothing in the house. Really and truly. Not that he can't. Not that he doesn't. Just that I don't like to see him doing those things. Yeah, we're supposed to look good and sit down and look nice. But what I wanted to do in defining the role is talk about it. So we talk about it. We are very clear. I don't like to iron. Right? Don't mind washing. I just don't like iron. So I'm clear with that. Elder knows something I like iron. I iron if I want to. You understand? Or I'll pay somebody to iron. And before me could have paid somebody for iron, my iron come after. But I don't like to iron. I know that some men don't like washing dishes. Some men don't like washing bathrooms. Some women don't like wash this. Some men like wash bathroom. Just there are things. But if you sit down and have a conversation about it, you will clearly define who does what, and there won't be such a big problem about those things because you would have communicated about the things. You would have spoken about who does what, right? And when you talk about it, you say, no, I'll do it, but I don't like do it. Your partner get it clear. I'll cook based what me really like the kitchen. So your partner knows say, and every day them forget to look for you in the kitchen. Because you will, but you don't like it. So you clearly talk about it. Let the conversation be effective. And you talk about it. When you have talked about the things, when you have talked about who is the primary breadwinner if there's a case, or how you will 50-50 this thing, then we know how it go. How if the man will talk about or the female will say, look here, all right, we will ensure so the housework get done. Whether or not I'm going to do it, I'm going to pay somebody for do it, but at least clearly I say, we will ensure so this be done. And then you ensure so the yard look out and the garbage empty and the car get washed and the tires them get changed and the car go service. We clearly talk about the things. Right? And what you do in this instance, when you clearly talk about the stuff and you're very honest and open about it, you're recognizing each other's contribution to the relationship, right? You're getting to acknowledge what it is. I know you'll do all of it to make life easier, but yeah, you understand how you're doing. What is now, Philip? How you doing, Dana? Diana, how you doing? Right. So when you talk about it, you are helping the other person to recognize and to understand and to be able to appreciate and value the contribution that you will bring, because everybody brings something to the table. Or like Lady Candy sister one time, or she's the table. Right? How you doing, Angela? Yeah, so talk about the expectations. Talk about what you expect in a spouse. So the spouse can be clear about what are your expectations. Talk about the things you don't like do, but you will do. You don't like, but you will do it. Talk about those things. You understand? So that nobody's taking anything for granted. So that you don't have to be competing, because a lot of the times it seems like you're competing in your relationship. Over stuff you're not supposed to be competing about. The only time you're supposed to be competing is making love or seeing who can outplease the other person. You understand? That's the only place there's a competition. You understand? So talk about it, man. What roles do you feel burdened by? Share that. If you feel burdened by this role, you share it, have a conversation. How can I be more supportive of you and the things that you do? how can I support you in that? You understand? You talk about it. And remember too that people come with past experiences, and that's going to impact on relationship. So you talk about the stuff, and then what the things that, well, everything might not seem good to you, but just express gratitude for each other and the role that you play, no matter how insignificant it is. You understand? You express gratitude. When I put the clothes on the line, and I am up here talking to you, and rain about to fall, you think I have to run go downstairs and take them up and Ella down there? No. Him take them up. And him fold them too, because him know I don't like them not folded. So him take them up and him fold them. If I have to rush out and leave something in the sink, you think because I am the plate washer, Elder not going to wash the plate? No. He's going to wash them. I know what he's not comfortable doing, so I know it's not all the time. He might go on to do them something there. You understand? So when you talk about it, it makes it easier. It also shows respect for the other person. So you talk about the things that you understand that must get done in the scope of your relationship, so that your lives can be easier, because certainly we don't know who no want life to be easier. We want life to be easier. So I want us to share what are the things that I want to do, what I don't want to do, that kind of a thing. Who is a fixer? Who is a person who is more fragile? Who is the one who is more supportive in certain things, right? And understand how it affects it, because men, they internalize a lot on a talk, and then also internalize the traditional gender roles that exist, right? And so there are times when there's a pressure, you feel like you're pressure to conform to certain expectations. But we want to be clear. If we are clear about what they are, then we are clear about how to carry out the roles and the function. So we understand, so it's not because you're a female or because you're a male, but also because as a female, like I tell you, I don't like Elder doing certain things. I don't say him can't do it. But I feel it's more feminine to do certain things. Naturally, that's because of my socialization or my innate being a female, right? And so, but I let him know I'm doing it because, so I feel, but it not mean to say I can't do it. So what I'm saying, when we get into relationships, talk, man. Talk, be very clear in your communication, be effective in it, and say to your spouse, babes, I like wash plate here. I knew a couple who divorced over washing plate, That's how serious this thing is, Divorce over washing plate, remarried again, and still a quarrel about the plate. How you do that? Still quarreling about the plate, right? Because they have not spoken about it. As a matter of fact, by the time them reached me, I said to the lady, say, did you find out why the gentleman don't like wash plate? She said, no, I just lazy and go on like him more than better than wash plate. And I'm like, no, it cannot be that you guys were married and divorced over this thing and come back and quarrel about it again for the divorce again. So I asked the gentleman, I said, sir, why is it a problem for you to wash the plate? He said, because when he was growing up, his stepmother used it as punishment. Sometimes we don't understand why people are averse to certain things. You don't know, like I said, experiences. You don't know what happened in their former life. You don't know what caused them to resent the act, right? And I know responsibilities come with relationship, but also remember that people experiences affect how they react and respond to certain things in relationship. So what I'm saying, sit down and clearly define the roles. Right? When you get together in a relationship, decide who does what or how you partner together on doing what and how you can be more supportive of each other in the role and function that you choose to carry out. So if you decide that, all right, I am going to be the main breadwinner, but I welcome your contribution, then I work out the percentage. What that that percentage look like, that contribution looks like. If you say that, okay, you will be the predominant cook, person who cooks the meal, then you work it out. So, okay, so the days when I take a break is when. So you decide, okay, I'll cook 5 days, you cook 2. You balance the thing. You understand? You put the clothes in the machine, I take them out and fold it. Just define the roles, you understand? When it comes to parenting, we both have to parent, right? But we can also decide, okay, how we attend to the other things, like what Alejandra call it, the extras after school. Who takes the kids there? You understand? Or you alternate. Or you go together if you have the time. It is just sitting down and talking about the things that are important to your relationship. If you don't at the onset work out the division of labor, then one person is always going to feel burdened by the laborious labor. And then you're going to have resentment. Then you're going to have people vexing with people. You're going to have people taking offense because they feel like they're carrying too much of the burden and one person is seemingly doing nothing, right? So talk about the important things, right? Because in the event that you live together, that you're married, you're going to have to go through them. It's rigors of life. You cannot avoid them. Avoiding these things is like standing up in the rain and trying to avoid the raindrop saying I have no umbrella. So talk about this stuff. Have a conversation. Ask how you can be more supportive. Express your expectation. Express your desire to be more supportive in the relationship and to help carry out certain role and certain functions. And just put the card them right on the table so that nobody now have to search for the answers. Don't assume certain roles if you know you're going to resent them later on. Don't assume them and take it on like you're bigger though and nobody did ask if you take them on and then no, you start complaining because they become too burdensome. Share. Marriage is a tender merger. It is two people coming together, right, to form and to forge a partnership. So, with that forging of that merger and that partnership, you have to decide how you work together to ease each other's burdens in life and to effectively foster a relationship that can be a replica of Christ's love for the church. Remember, God procured the marriage for us. We have a responsibility to preserve it. And this is one of the ways that you preserve it by defining the roles and the functions, how you carry out the roles and the functions. Another thing we'll talk about another time is the relational roles versus the functional roles because there are those two, but that's for another time and another talk, and I can't go no further right now. Right? But I trust that you would have learned something today about defining the roles in the relationship, how to go about it, how to be appreciative of each other, how to have the conversation that allows your partner to know that you are being supportive of the role, how to clearly talk about it, not assume it, not take it on, and then make it be a big problem on your back like a penance, right? So that your relationship can be better for each other, right? I'm going to run and leave you now. But let me just remind you that gym is this Sunday, free date evening at 4 p.m. Free, free, free. I mean, we do appreciate your offering, walk with an offering, because we provide you with refreshment that you do not buy, right? You don't purchase it. It comes as a part of the package, but we like to replenish it. So we welcome an offering if you come to the gym 4 p.m. this same Sunday evening. So remember, we do not have family fellowship in the morning on a fourth Sunday at 9. No, we come at 4 p.m. So that's this Sunday. Tonight is Word Power. If you'd like to be a part of Word Power, that's our midweek top up where you hear the testimonies of all the great things that God is doing. And tonight, now let the post out of the bag, but it's going to be a very good night, right? On Word Power at 7:30 p.m. So ask somebody to share the link with you so you can join the Zoom this evening. Tomorrow evening at 7:30, we generally here at CDMI Families have discipleship class and discipleship class for everybody who is a follower of Christ. Sweet Escape is coming up, and that's on October 27 to 30. We still have rooms. We still implore persons to, call on us, to call us to, come on board for Sweet Escape. Right? Rooms are still available. Single persons, you have triple occupancy, couples and children. Please come on board and be a part of it. Deborah's Courtyard is going to be at October 7 at 7 a.m. I pray for God's strength and grace to be able to be there, to be able to impart some wisdom to the ladies who will gather here on the lawns or online as you are at this time. May God continue to bless you. May He continue to keep you. I know you don't like Sheena. That was not anything that we don't know. Oh, so you want the link for tonight, Angela? All right, I'll send you the link for tonight. Anybody else want the link for tonight, for Word Power tonight? Right? Just send us a message and we'll share it with you. You love cooking, but you can't clean. And that's what I say. You say send it to Carla and tell him Tashika. Say you not like clean. Yeah. And them the nails that you have Tashika, you can't do no about cleaning with them nails, my love. Your nails them so look good, may I tell you. Longing to see you. So you and Carl need to come. It's good to see you all. God bless you. It was nice being with you another time, right? Go back, go do the people and work. Now stop tea for the people in time. And go back, go do them work. Go grab the lunch. You're coming? Wonderful. All right, Ashika. Looking forward to seeing you. God bless you, everyone. God keep you and cause his face to shine upon you and be eternally gracious unto you and give you his wonderful everlasting peace. Bless you and love you. This is me from Love Online. Take care.